quick review about chord inversions. Okay, so here is your root chord. Let's just take a D chord. D, F sharp, A. That's root position. Real simple. Okay, inverting it basically means you're changing around the notes in order of the chord. Okay, so now what you can do is you can take the bottom D here and move it all the way to the top. That's the case, and you're not starting with the D here, you're starting then with the F sharp, the very next note of the chord. So you got F sharp, A, D. That's just called first inversion, okay? Or if you remember, it was called the D6 chord because now you got 6 notes from F sharp to D, okay? So now you're going to just invert it again. You're now going to take the F sharp here, which is the middle note of the chord, or the one you're starting on now, and you're just going to move that all the way to the top. That means if you're moving that up, the A now becomes the very first note. A, go to the D, and the F sharp. This is also called a second inversion, or a D6-4, because now you got 4 notes from here to here, and you got 6 notes up to here. So it's like a fraction, a D6-4, okay? So the idea is now you're going to be taking chords and inverting them in your right hand to come up with a melody that's going to match your left hand. Okay, so you're starting out with the D chord, and then you're going to an A chord, then you're going to the B minor chord, then you're going to the F sharp minor chord, then you're going to the G chord, then you're going to the D chord, back up to the G chord, and back up to the A chord. Okay, so we're going to start out by inverting the D chord. Okay, so you're starting out with an F sharp here in the bottom, and a high D at the top. Okay, and the idea is the D is just going to keep coming down one, all the way down, and back up. And the F sharp is going to do the same thing. It's just going to keep coming down. Okay? So, here's your first chord. F sharp, A, D. An inverted D chord. Okay? The trick to doing this is to remember every other chord your second finger is going to move. Now keep your second finger right where it's at. And slide your first finger down one to the E. And your fourth finger down to the C sharp. And you're on an A chord now. Now your second finger is going to move down to the F sharp, okay? So now your first finger came down 1 to the D, fifth finger comes down from the C, from the fourth finger on the C sharp down to the fifth finger on the B. Now you're at a D, F sharp, and a B, okay? Keep that second finger right where it's at. Move the first finger down to C sharp. Bring your second finger in. Now go to your fourth finger on the A. Now you're on an F sharp minor chord. Move everything down. Bring from the first finger on the C sharp down to the B. Go to the D and fifth finger on the G. Keep the second finger right where it's at. Down to the A. Second finger, fourth finger, F sharp. Now just keep coming up. B, D, G, back to that G chord. Back to the C sharp, E, and the A. Okay? Now, as you're doing this, you might want to pause it right now and just kind of practice seeing if you can do that on your own. And then, if you need to, you can actually play along with the video, practice along with the video, and just pause it after each chord. Okay? So there's 2 ways to do it. But as you're doing it, what you want to do is you want to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make the top note a half note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still keep practicing your left hand. Here's the D below middle C. There's middle C down to the D here and stretching out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to the A. 1, 2, 3. Up to the B. 1, 2, 3. Down to the F sharp. 1, 2, 3. To the G. 1, 2, 3. Down to the D's. 1, 2, 3. Up to the G. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the A. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hands separate. as you're practicing this. Okay, left hand practice, then try out in the right hand all by itself.